All right, everybody, welcome back to the studio. This is Natifa. Happy New Year-ish. I know I posted a video, but Happy New Year to you all. I hope you all had a great holiday. The New Year is always an interesting time for everybody because we're trying to always, like get our life together and everything else. I'm not one to really set goals for the New Year's, to be honest with you, but I do kind of have a goal this year. I will say that, but whatever. So you all know I started collecting addresses and names last year to start sending some happy mail out to people. And I figured it's probably best to start that journey now. And so I'm going to be making a few happy mail stuff today to send out to people this year in January. I'm going to be picking names, not necessarily randomly, but I'm going to be picking names and I'll be making something for that person and kind of going from there. When I create these, I love to include a lot of things. And to be honest, I've been kind of procrastinating because I have felt like just some sort of perfectionism around this. And I don't know why, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to jump in today and just create, and whatever I create will be what the person gets from me. So hopefully you want to come along and see. And I would encourage you to create your own, happy mail to send to people, magic mail, whatever you want to call it. And we can kind of go from there. So for me, I like to create envelopes on my computer, and I like to print them out. And I have some in my shop to sell. I don't have this one yet, but I created one for winter, and I'm going to use those in addition to some of the other things that I've printed out to kind of, make this work. So we're going to be jumping in and we're going to be just making stuff, and we can kind of just follow along, and hopefully you enjoy it, and kind of go from there. I'm kind of excited. So let's do this. All right, so I have printed these out, and I make these envelopes that I sell in my shop for anybody who wants to purchase them. I love to make envelopes just by hand, but I also love to make them digitally so I can kind of create whatever theme I want. And this one is more of a winter theme, and you will see when I cut this out kind of whatever. But essentially, you print them out. This is on cardstock, and you can go ahead and then cut it out like this, and you can fold it into an envelope essentially. So I'm going to be going through this and speeding through some of the video, so we're not here for 20 hours because sometimes these take me a very long time to make these magic mails. Okay. All right. So put these to the side for now. So I have all of these, and I'm just going to go back through and I'm going to fold them up together. So essentially what I do now is I just grab a ruler and I grab a, this is like a stylus, and I just grab one of those and I kind of just go through, and I will put my ruler on the lines of these things right here, the little like, I'm gonna bring it down some, the little like notches area right here. Let me see if I have a pencil I can draw for you so I can show you what I mean. So essentially I'm going to go back through and just sort of like do, so where this line is, if you can see that, I'm going to use my ruler to just sort of stay right there and just use my stylus to crease it. Okay. And that's going to create a little crease for me that I can fold that in. And I'm just going to do the other sides, all fours. So the notches really give you a guide. They're like your guide of where you should create your creases. I need to move this thing off of my glass mat because it has a lot of junk on it that is getting all over my stuff. Oops. All right. All right. So now this is kind of folded, and you can see here, and I have all my folds. So I'm just going to fold this in and do it like this. And I'm going to fold these just to fold them in here. I'm going to fold this in as well, just to get my creases, and then kind of whatever. And you can use like a, what's it called? I'm looking for one. A bone folder to kind of just create a really strong crease. I don't, my bone folder is somewhere. So I'm just going to use one of these little like stamping grids to just make a really solid crease. Okay. And look at that. Isn't that cool? So now we have a little like wintry scene type envelope here, and I think it's just really cool. Okay. All right. So that's the first one. Put that over here. I'm going to do the rest of them. Okay, so I'm going to just check this to make sure I have clearance at the top for closing this envelope, and it's fine. Okay, so then I'm going to just use my glue gun, and I'm going to just glue these together. Again, if you have like your own papers that you want to use, you can create this on, oh, I need some glue guns, glue sticks. You can just create this with like regular paper if you want to, and whatever, but like I said, I like to just do mine kind of with this, because I think it just matches the season. So there's that one. All right. So those are envelopes. All right. So I had printed out these little things. So I want to send out blessings for winter to my recipients this month or this week. And I went through and I wrote a blessing out for winter because it's still winter. I think, after the holidays, people just, kind of like are in this like mind fog of like, is it still winter? And if you ask me, absolutely it is, because it's freezing cold here in Michigan. But I think it's important. It's the new year to send out, winter blessings to people, because I feel like it's a way for them to kind of like get their season, their year started, and continue the winter season. In my newsletter, I talked about last week. I talked about embracing your fallow seasons, and your fallow season is where it's kind of like, from the agriculture or farming world industry, where the farmers will not plant on a certain field if they use it like, this year. If they use it this year, they may not use it next year, to kind of let that field rejuvenate and whatnot. And I love that idea of embracing your fallow season. I think the winter time is the perfect time to really just slow down and think about renewal. And that is really what I'm hoping to convey in this make to the folks that receive it. Oh, goodness. I always believe that whatever message I send out, the person who receives it needs it. And so I don't tend to worry too much about, oh my gosh, are they going to really, love this or not? I don't know what state you're in, but I often find that it's important to just trust that, the universe, that God will bring whatever you need to receive to you. So hopefully when you receive this blessing will bless you. All right. So that's the first thing. So I really want to add some additional things to this. So I just believe that, you can print out like blessings to people. This is the blessing. You can print it out to people for people, but you can also add extra things to it with your stamps and whatever else to kind of just add a little bit more flair or magic to it. So we're going to do that. I'm just going to go over and grab my distress ink. This is walnut stain. And I'm just going to distress the edges of all of this. So then it starts to give it this look of like intentional, whatever. And the back side doesn't have anything on it, but we can definitely add something on there in a minute. And it's really simple. I think I want to use this stamp set instead, actually. So this one is called Tidbits, and it just has a whole bunch of like awesomeness around it. Like it's really cool. I love it. And it has all these little tidbits that you can use. So I'm going to just use that to just sort of add some inking to my blessings for people. And hopefully it looks decent. Cool. So it just looks it's really subtle. But I just think it adds a little bit of flair to it. So I'm going to go back through and do the rest of them. These are really cool. Look how they turned out. Just stamped images on some printed words and a really wintry background. It just makes a really beautiful card to send to somebody. Love it. So usually I wouldn't put something on the back of this, but I think I will put something on the back of it because I don't want it just to be kind of bare and bland like that. I think it looks kind of weird. So I'm going to grab some paper and I'm going to cover the back of these as well. Okay, I think collage paper might be a perfect little something or another for this. So I think we're going to do that. Cool beans. So we have all of these. They're just great. It's just a nice little backing for the blessing cards for people, I think. Nothing too crazy. So yes, let's see. So these will fit in here, hopefully. Yes, they do. So that's the one thing we're putting in there. And we have that. All right. And then, so back in the day, I used to, it's not really back in the day, I mean, a while ago, I used to create and sell greeting cards. And I've since stopped because I don't know, it just got to be too much for me because I was still working full time and it was just too much. So I stopped selling them. So I have a crap ton of greeting cards still that I'm going to start sending out to people. Let me see if this will actually fit in here. Hopefully it does. And it does not. So I'm going to cut this down. Maybe. Oh, I don't know if it'll fit. Let's see. It's close. I can cut the tops down, but it will not fit in here. I'm going to cut this down. I have 3 You Are Loved cards, and this one is a scripture. It says, be strong and courageous. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord God, your God will be with you wherever you go. Again, like I always say, I believe the people who are receiving this need these words. So if you're receiving this one, I'm going to pray for you. All right, awesome. That works. And so, oh, I need to cut these other 2 down. Wow, that is fascinating, Tifa. All right, so I think we are good. All right, so I'm using one of Tim Holtz's stencils. I think these are newer from this past holiday. It's THMS 188, and I'm gonna just do the insides of this of the card. Which one of these is darker? I'll use this one, and I'm using Distress Oxide in Pine Needles just to add some color on the inside of this, because color, you know. So I am going to be using this stamp set because it's cute. And I want to just do a little bit of a background on here before I actually do my next step. I want to draw like a floral image on here. And I feel like this would be a nice little background for it. So let me just do whatever I'm going to do here. I'm using this book to kind of give me some ideas on how to draw florals. And I'm just going to draw something really easy on here. So, let's see here. Flowers, leaves. Maybe I'll do flowers on this one, and I'll do leaves on another one. All right, so I'm going to draw this floral right here. So I didn't put lines on these ones. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. Using that as my reference. And now I have these. You kind of see them a little bit. So I'm just going to use... I've really been playing with my Caran d'Ache Neocolor pastels. These are oil pastels and they are super vibrant, and that's why I like them. And so I'm just gonna, you know what floral was this? I need to see what these actually look like. Kankakee mallow. Okay, we need to see what that looks like. 1 second. All right, so this is what this flower actually looks like. So I'm gonna do some colors like that, I think. It's kind of like a lot of purpley on the outside, pink on the green on pink on the inside. Is this? Let me see. Pink and green on the inside, a little bit white. So we're gonna try that and see what we get. We're gonna see. All right. Okay, let's see here. All right, so it's like a kind of like this on the outside. Oh, I like this already. I like this. Oh my God, look how cute that is. Look how cute it is. It's so cute. Okay, so I think I've put together all of my shenanigans. I still need to write inside of the cards, but I'm going to get some stickers. So inside of this, so this is my little envelope here for this, if you can see it. And I think it's super cute. And inside of it, I just have this little flora. I think it can be kind of like a bookmark if you really wanted it to. Although it's gonna, until this dries, it's going to smear on your book. So don't put them in there until they're dry. And so that's what's in here. Send that to them. I'm also going to send them a blessing for winter, which I love. And then I'm going to send these little cards to whoever gets them. So on the inside, they're a little bit different. A little mini collage, like a super mini collage. Some stamped images. I just think these are adorable, honestly. I so love them. Oh my goodness, what is this? Oh, that's stained on there. And this one and whatnot. And I just think that they're so cute. And I'm going to write a little saying on them or something like whatever. And then we'll put them in here. So let me write my sayings on there. The sayings are going to just be like a simple greeting, like hello. Like a hello you, and that's it. Nothing too crazy. So we're going to do that. All right, so I have some stickers that I'm just going to put on this little place to close this up. And these are just little floral stickers that I'm using. Super duper cute. And so all these are done. Perfect. All right, so the last thing I want to put in here is just a stamped image on this beautiful, colorful paper. And I want to stamp one of these, probably this one on here. I want to stamp this one. And this is, again, the French Garden stamp set by Tim Holtz. Oh, this one's pretty. One of these two I'll do. This one's even prettier too. Let's see. I think I'll do this one. Yes. Alrighty. All right, let's put these together. Put one of these in here. Put a blessing. And one of these little thingamabobbers. And that's what we get for this one. Oh, so cute. And here we have it. Our 4 magic mail going out this week. I need to pull names to see who's getting these. So let's do that next. Alrighty, folks. So here's who our magic mail is going out to this week. Melody Ogle, Tamara Matheson, Becky Hansforth, and I'm going to slide this down because I wrote out her entire address on here, and Teresa O'Donnell. Those are the 4 that are getting magic mail this week. At least I'm sending these out this week. All right, so before I go, I wanted to show you guys the stamps. Oh, these are so pretty. Aren't they the cutest? I love the circle. These are so unusual, but I'm going to put these on here. Just 3 of them because I don't want to show Teresa's address. So I'm going to do smile for her. So cute. Look at that. And hello. This is the cutest. And peace. And we're going to do cheers for her. And I will not show her address, but I'll put this on this other side. Cheers. Adorable. All right, so here we go. Here we have these. They're all stamped. And now they're ready to go in the mail this week. Really now. Thanks for watching.